Hello everyone, feeling stiff, achy, or unsteady on your feet after 70. You're not alone and you're not stuck. In this video, we'll walk you through 5 gentle, low-impact home workouts that help strengthen your joints, improve balance, and boost confidence all from the comfort of your chair or living room. No gym, no pressure, just simple movements that can make a big difference in how you feel every day. Let's take the first step together toward a stronger, steadier you. Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your knees complain before your body could say a word? Or maybe you've hesitated to bend down and pick something up not because of the weight, but because you weren't sure how your joints would react afterward? You're not alone. As we move past 70, things that once felt effortless begin to ask a little more of us. But here's the thing, just because time is moving forward, doesn't mean our strength has to move backward. We don't need to become bodybuilders. We're not trying to run marathons or flip tires in the backyard. What we do want is to stay steady, feel confident when we move, and avoid that deep ache that sneaks in during the quiet moments. Whether it's reaching for a book on the shelf, going for a walk around the block, or simply standing tall without holding onto the table, we all want to keep doing the things that make us feel alive, independent, and free. That's where today's video comes in. We're going to talk about 5 gentle but powerful low-impact workouts you can do right at home without fancy machines, without trainers yelling in your face, and without putting extra pressure on your joints. These aren't just exercises. They're small choices that can protect your knees, strengthen your hips, and bring back the confidence that your body can carry you wherever you want to go. Let's start with one of the most underrated movements out there, something so simple, yet so effective, you might wonder why everyone doesn't do it. It's called the seated leg raise, and it's one of the kindest ways to show your knees and hips some love. Picture this, you're sitting in your favorite chair, maybe with a good cup of tea nearby, music playing softly in the background, with both feet flat on the floor and your back resting comfortably. Slowly lift one leg straight out in front of you just until it feels like a gentle stretch. Hold it for a few seconds, then lower it back down. That's it. Easy, right? But here's the magic: every time you lift, you're strengthening the muscles around your knees and hips without putting pressure on them. You're telling your body, hey, we're still in this together. Do it a few times on each leg. You'll start to feel those muscles wake up, even if you're not breaking a sweat. And over time, that gentle strengthening can help with balance, reduce stiffness, and even make those stairs feel a little less intimidating. Now, while we're in the chair, let's bring in a second move that's just as powerful: ankle circles. This one may sound almost too simple, but if you've ever had tight calves, sore feet, or felt unsteady when walking, this is a game changer. Still seated, lift one foot off the ground and start slowly rotating your ankle in big, gentle circles 5 times in one direction, then 5 in the other. Switch feet and repeat. What you're doing here is waking up the muscles and joints that support your whole body from the ground up. Strong ankles help prevent falls. Flexible feet help with balance. And best of all, these tiny movements can improve your circulation, reduce swelling, and ease that heavy-legged feeling we sometimes get after sitting for too long. It's funny how something as small as your ankle can play such a big role in how steady you feel. But that's the beauty of this journey: small, simple steps add up to big, lasting changes. Now let's stand up, if you're comfortable. But don't worry, we're not jumping or doing anything wild. This next movement is called a wall push-up, and it's perfect for keeping your shoulders and arms strong, without the strain of getting down on the floor. Stand a few steps away from a sturdy wall. Place your palms flat against it at shoulder height. Now slowly bend your elbows and lean your chest toward the wall, just like a regular push-up but with gravity on your side. Then gently push back to your starting position. You'll feel the muscles in your arms, chest, and even your core working together, without any harsh impact on your wrists or shoulders. Why does this matter? Because strong upper body muscles help you do things like carry groceries, open jars, or even support yourself if you ever stumble. And the best part? You're doing all this in your own home, at your own pace. No pressure, no pain, just progress. What's really important to remember here is that none of these movements are about chasing youth. They're about honoring the body you have right now, showing it a little attention and saying, "Thank you for carrying me all these years." Let's keep going together. If you're doing these moves with me, even just a few reps, you're already taking care of your joints. You're already building strength. And you're already proving that age is not the end of the story, it's just a new chapter. So now that we've spent some time moving our legs, ankles, and arms in simple ways that help protect our joints, let's take this a step further and bring in a few more movements that build stability, without the fear of strain or injury. If you're still with me, I hope you're feeling a little more connected to your body already. It's incredible what a few small movements can do, not just for your joints, but for your confidence, your posture, even your mood. Sometimes the hardest part is simply starting. But once you take that first gentle step, your body remembers that it was made to move. It was made to support you. Let's keep that momentum going with another wonderful low-impact exercise. This one's all about your hips, your balance, and your core, and it's surprisingly calming too. I'm talking about the standing side leg lift. Don't let the name scare you off. You don't need to lift your leg high or look like a ballet dancer. In fact, it's better if you don't push too far. All you need is a chair, a wall, or even the kitchen counter for a little support. Here's how it goes. Stand up nice and tall. Hold on to something sturdy with one hand, and gently lift one leg out to the side. Just a few inches is enough. Pause for a moment, then lower it back down. That's it. Switch legs and repeat. What you're doing is waking up your outer hip muscles, those quiet little heroes that help you stay stable while walking, turning, or even getting out of bed. These muscles tend to weaken over time if we don't use them, and that's when balance becomes a concern. But the good news is, they're eager to bounce back. Give them a little love with this move a few times a week, and you may just notice that you're standing taller, feeling steadier, and walking with more confidence. And while we're focusing on balance, there's one more gentle exercise I love that almost feels like meditation in motion. It's called the heel-to-toe walk. You may remember this one from physical therapy, or maybe you've seen athletes do it in warm-ups. It's simple, slow, and incredibly effective for joint health and stability. Start by standing tall. Then take one step forward, placing your heel directly in front of your opposite foot's toes like you're walking on a straight line. Step again with the other foot in the same way, heel to toe. Go slowly. Take your time. If you feel wobbly, hold onto the back of a chair or the wall for extra support. This movement forces your body to engage its stabilizing muscles from your ankles, up through your knees, hips, and even your core. It helps retrain your balance and keeps your joints working together in harmony. Plus, it encourages better posture, which can relieve pressure on the spine and reduce that forward hunch that creeps in when we're not paying attention. And let me tell you, there's something beautiful about this kind of practice. It's not just physical, it's mindful. It brings you into the moment, helps you reconnect with your body, and creates a sense of calm. Even just a few steps can clear your mind and remind you that strength doesn't always come from intensity. Sometimes it comes from intention. Now, I want to gently shift the focus to your core. Don't worry, I'm not going to suggest sit-ups or anything that makes you groan just thinking about it. But having a strong core, especially after 70, is like having a strong foundation for a house. It supports everything: your balance, your joints, even your breathing. One of the best ways to strengthen your core without straining your joints is through a seated abdominal squeeze. It may not look like much on the outside, but on the inside, your muscles are doing some powerful work. Sit upright in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, hands resting gently in your lap. Now take a deep breath in. As you exhale, imagine pulling your belly button in toward your spine gently, like you're zipping up a snug jacket. Hold that feeling for a few seconds, then release and breathe normally. Try it again. Inhale, exhale, and squeeze. You'll feel your lower belly muscles turn on, quietly and calmly. This simple motion strengthens your deep core muscles without any movement from your arms or legs. It protects your lower back, supports your posture, and adds to that sense of overall control over your body. And the best part? You can do it almost anywhere: watching TV, reading, waiting for the kettle to boil. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about showing up for yourself in these small, meaningful ways. Each of these exercises we've talked about so far: the leg raises, ankle circles, wall push-ups, side leg lifts, heel-to-toe walks, And core squeezes, they all have one thing in common. They help you build strength gently. No pounding, no pressure, just the right amount of movement to keep you feeling strong, supported, and safe. But what really matters isn't how many reps you do or how far you can stretch. What matters is the habit, that quiet commitment you make to yourself day after day. It's the soft kind of discipline, the one that says, I matter, my body matters, and I deserve to feel good. It doesn't take a gym membership. It doesn't take hours out of your day. Just a little space, a little time, and a little willingness to begin. You might not see the results overnight, but over time, step by step, you'll feel it. In the way you stand, the way you move, the way you trust your body to do the things you love. And that, my friend, is a gift worth showing up for. Let's keep going together, because there's one more gentle workout I want to share with you. You might have guessed it, we're finishing strong with something that's as relaxing as it is strengthening. Seated knee extensions. It's a simple move, but don't let that fool you. This little exercise can work wonders for your knees, thighs, and overall joint support, especially if you've been dealing with stiffness or trouble standing for long periods. Take a comfortable seat in a sturdy chair with your back straight and feet flat on the floor. Slowly extend one leg out in front of you until it's as straight as you can comfortably go. No need to lock the knee, just a gentle, steady lift. Hold it for a few seconds, then lower it back down. Then switch legs. That's it. The beauty of this movement is that it strengthens the muscles around your knees, your quadriceps, without putting pressure on the joints themselves. When these muscles are stronger, your knees don't have to work as hard. You feel more stable going upstairs, getting out of a chair, or even just walking across the living room. And just like the other exercises we've talked about, this one doesn't require any equipment, fancy shoes, or athletic wear. You could be doing it while chatting with a friend, waiting for dinner to cook, or enjoying your morning cup of coffee. It's that easy to slip into your routine, and yet it makes such a difference. Now, I want to take a moment to talk to you not just about movements and muscles, but about what this is really about. Because strengthening your joints after 70 isn't just about physical health. It's about reclaiming your independence. It's about moving without fear. It's about enjoying your days without worrying if your body will hold you back. Every small action you take adds up. Every time you stretch, lift, or breathe with purpose, you're telling your body, I'm still here. I still care. I'm not giving up. Maybe you've had days where everything felt stiff or heavy. Maybe you've even fallen before, and that shook your confidence. That's okay. That's human. But you're not powerless. You're not stuck. You have tools. And now you have a few more in your pocket, gentle, effective exercises that you can do in the comfort of your own home. And I hope you also realize this. You are not alone. So many people your age are navigating the same challenges, wondering if they can still bend down to tie their shoes or get through the grocery store without needing to rest. But instead of seeing that as something to fear, I hope you see it as a reason to take care of yourself even more. You don't have to do all 5 exercises every single day. You don't need to follow a strict routine. Just choose 1 or 2 that feel good to you and build from there. Maybe today is just ankle circles while watching TV. Maybe tomorrow it's the heel-to-toe walk in the hallway. That's more than enough. That's progress. I know we live in a world that moves fast to fast. Sometimes it's easy to feel like everything is geared toward younger people. But here's the truth. There's incredible strength in slowing down, listening to your body, and giving it exactly what it needs. Not what the world says you should be doing, but what truly supports you. You've lived through decades of change, love, hardship, joy, and growth. Your body has carried you through it all. And now, these gentle movements are a way to say thank you, to give back to the body that has given so much. So here's what I want to leave you with. Keep going. Keep choosing yourself. Keep choosing movement, however small it may be. You don't need to prove anything to anyone, but you do deserve to feel strong, balanced, and at home in your own skin. And if today was the first step, I'm proud of you. Really proud. Because the hardest part is showing up, and you did that. If this video helped you in any way, I'd love to hear about it. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What felt good, what you're working on, or even just a hello. It means more than you know. And if you'd like to keep getting simple, helpful advice for staying strong, steady, and independent, go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe to the channel. That way we can keep moving forward together. Here's to small steps, strong joints, and a life lived fully at any age. You've got this.